what's up YouTube? It's Kim, and I wanted to make a video about why I decided not to have weight loss surgery. Yes, I considered it back in 2014 before I rejoined Weight Watchers. I was over 315 pounds. I was depressed. I was hopeless. I felt like I had no other choices. It really was my last resort. So on Facebook, I saw that a local weight loss surgery doctor was having a seminar. So I went to the seminar, actually went to the seminar with one of my good friends who was also considering it. And the seminar was eye-opening. It was crazy to see how many people were interested in this type of surgery. I mean, the room was packed. There had to be at least 50 people there. And to just really find out everything that goes into this surgery, from all the appointments you have to have, you have to go to a cardiologist, you have to go to your regular doctor, you have to get a psych eval, like, it's a lot. So that scared me. And right off the bat, I just knew I couldn't do it. I was just like, nope. I know I can do it, I want to say the old-fashioned way, but I just knew I could do it. And the most important thing that I feel like people don't realize is weight loss surgery is not the answer. They think it's going to be this miracle that after they have the surgery, all their problems are going to be fixed. But no, you can get 75% of your stomach cut off and you will lose weight. But you gotta fix what's up here. You gotta do the work, and you gotta process whatever baggage you have and whatever emotional eating issues that you have, because you're gonna lose your weight. You could lose 100, 150 pounds, but that emotional eating, it doesn't get cut off with your stomach. And I know too many people personally that have had gastric bypass, that have had lap band, not too many that have had the VSG, the vertical sleeve gastrectomy. And 90% of those people that had those surgeries have gained back all their weight or most of their weight. So that's really what I want to say, is it's not the answer. It's hard work. It is hard work, this surgery. You have to, after you have the surgery, you're on a more strict diet than if you did a weight loss program like Weight Watchers on your own. So my friend that came with me to the seminar ended up having the surgery. She did it for all the right reasons. She truly uses it as a tool, and she lost about 100 pounds in a year. Over a year later, she has kept off the weight. She exercises, she eats healthy, and she really did use it as a tool. She knew it wasn't the answer, and she knew that, she had to keep up her healthy lifestyle in order to keep the weight off. So I know she will be a success story. Also, seeing her in the hospital, I went to visit her in the hospital after her surgery, and that was super eye-opening. Like, you don't realize how serious this surgery is. She's in a hospital bed. We went for a walk. She's like connected to one of those like poles with an IV, and it's just like, whoa. Like, I can't believe that weight has brought you to this place, that you had to have surgery, that you had to have 75% of your stomach cut off, which I think it's more than 75%. Also, the prep for the surgery is insane. So you have to go on a liquid diet like 2 weeks before the surgery. You can only have liquids, chicken broth or Jello or soups. So people go on this liquid diet. In 2 weeks, they lose 15, 20 pounds. Well, if you can do the liquid diet and lose weight for the surgery, you can go on another program and lose the weight. But I know for some people, it is their last resort. It has saved them. It has changed their life. And I do commend them for taking that step and having the surgery. But for people out there considering it, just look at all the side effects. Look at all the negatives. You know, you'll look up on YouTube and you'll see, oh, all these success stories. You know what? Search weight loss surgery disaster or weight loss surgery negatives. I mean, you'll have people that have had their stomach leak. If they had the band, they had band slippage. If they had gastric bypass, they're not absorbing nutrients. Like, that's the stuff people don't want to talk about. People don't want to talk about all the bad things that happen, and it's scary stuff. So what I would recommend or do is do all your research, really try to exhaust all your options before you do go ahead and have some surgery like that, and just use it as a tool and know that surgery is not the answer. You're gonna have a lot of work involved. So might as well skip the surgery, skip the cost, find yourself a program where you can follow it for the rest of your life. You know, all diets work. Whether it is keto, Weight Watchers, low carb, Jenny Craig, any diet works. You need to find a diet that you can stick with for the rest of your life. Because any diet that you use and lose weight and then go off of, the weight is unfortunately going to come back. So that is why I am on Weight Watchers. I plan to be on Weight Watchers for the rest of my life. I have accepted the fact that I have to track and measure my food, and I'm okay with that. That is that is my cross to bear in life. I have food issues. Oh well, I've accepted it. So if you are considering weight loss surgery, like I said, just look at all the negatives, all the positives, because yes, there are positives. You're gonna lose weight, you're gonna feel great. Also, while looking at the side effects, look up long-term effects. You can't ever have soda again. I've read that you can't have carbonation. You know, some people can't have ice cream. Some people can't have fried food. Your whole life is just turned upside down. So after going to that meeting, seeing my friend in the hospital, going through everything, hearing all the negative side effects, I happily rejoined Weight Watchers thanks to Lori. She was going back and I said I would do it with her. And with the help of Weight Watchers, my friends and my family and myself, I have lost 91 pounds since I rejoined back in 2014. But just know that you can do it either way. And I hope this video helps some of you guys. And stay fit and fabulous. Bye.